hope you will allow me to elaborate a bit on the term I introduced a few months ago about not just the beauty of presence, which is the tagline of the book Resilience. I kind of augmented that with the beauty of production from your presence. It's good to be present. Talk about it, can state it. Yes, I am present. But that's easy to say. But if I were to ask myself from my so-called presence, what did I produce today? I'm sure I produced more garbage in the kitchen, more mess in the house, things that did not get done in my tendency towards procrastination. But if I were to ask myself that question, great, you have presence, you're aware, you're being careful, you're being courteous, whatever. What did I produce today? That's a hard pill to swallow, even me asking myself that question. And thank you for allowing me to even posit that question to you. Now, not to rattle up any more detractors or haters out there, for you people out there who call yourselves content creators, I have an issue with that. We cannot create, you cannot create unless you are the God. Now, let me say this also. We are all gods, but none of us is the one. We certainly should have and know that reference for our development and for our self-discovery. That we are not the God, but created in His image and likeness. We should have the idea, the thought to observe that we are to be at one with that Creator. Again, I'm presuming you're of the tendency or the inclination to do the positive side of life, not the negative side of life. So to be at one with the Creator, to be at one with that one who created all of us, all of the resources and ideas and thoughts and stuff for us to build here. Yes, creatively, but not creatorly. Big difference. We can only produce from the presence and from the unique beauty within each of us that should drive us to fulfill, to complete, and to perfect what we were given by the Creator. Now, back to those content producers out there. What we produce from presence and beauty, what I'm calling from the drive, shouldn't stop with or remain relegated to just base content to titillate your electronic friends and followers. No. Production should also provide context and concept to fully understand what you have produced and what you can relate and convey to those out there who may be tuning in to your message. Or maybe someone out there to buy your shingle. But first and foremost, do you buy it? Do you buy into it at its essence and at its truth of what you produce? I want to submit to you this. We need to be more, we need less filler and less content for those 30-second things that we're trying to get people's attention peaked for those moments. If we truly desire to make any world, my world, your world, the best it can be in this moment, I am suggesting we should focus on buying into your message from the truth level, not how shiny and glossy it is, just a base desire and drive for truth. To observe and communicate the content, yes. The context, absolutely. And the concept, yes, in all that you do, not separate entities. Content over here, context over there, concepts in the clouds. No. Every person has different ways to connect to a message, to a song, to a voice, to a picture, to a structure. Everyone has different ways to look at it and receive that image or that sound or that smell or that taste or that touch. Everyone has different ways to get there to then let it come in to their own understanding, how they receive it, how they can digest it, hopefully without much ego and fear, hopefully with little resistance or judgment or attachment to it, but able to understand it in a bigger picture way, but also to even take in the absolute essence of what you're looking at or smelling or tasting or experiencing from where you're coming from. But that will require that one essential starting point. Have you taken the time to understand that for yourself, to define it for yourself, and use that metric or rubric to decide, choose, observe, and execute that action based on your understanding? Not what someone told you or how to understand it, your understanding of what you're looking at and what it feels like to you, and does it or does it not resonate with your purpose, your message, your voice, your internal governor or guidance or governance about what you know as right and wrong, harder right, easier wrong. Again, this is really easy to put down in words or now in my voice on this subject. Extremely difficult to actually do. We all have great ideas, or we all can observe great ideas come across the daily screen of thoughts that we don't create, but we're giving a lot of input to then try to cut through the chaff to get to the kernel, the wheat, the core that we can chew on, digest, build from. Again, great concepts, putting in context, not just theory. How would that apply to me on my job? How would it apply to me digging that ditch? How would it apply to me painting that house? Or pouring that steaming concrete and pavement in 100 degrees in Arizona? How would that help me to become more centered in my journey, my purpose, my beauty? I know it's hard to apply that when you have a down and deep, hard job to do every day. Even those of us who might be in an office, we still have work to do that doesn't get done by itself. It requires us putting patience and diligence into the effort. So either way, consider observing and communicating the content, the context, and the concept in all that you do. And put yourself on full send on the courage part to do just that, and without the vanity part. Thank you. Stay present. Stay current. It is always 8:20.